Hi, y'all. So today I want to, I guess, finally talk about that fantastic trend that's running through from Korea to the States. And by that I mean Gangnam Style. uh, as a person living in Korea, I know Gangnam actually very well. In fact, I go there about 2 times a week usually for a language exchange. So I guess I want to give you guys kind of my first-hand account of Gangnam and how I feel about Gangnam Style and what it's like being a foreigner in Korea when all of this is going down. So the first thing I want to say is like Gangnam itself. When I first started going to Gangnam, I didn't really know what it was in the sense of what district it was or anything like that. I just knew there was a language exchange and I wanted to go there. And I ended up making friends, so I go there like a lot. So I didn't really think much of Gangnam before the song came out, and honestly, I still really don't think much of Gangnam as far as like a district or a part of Seoul. Um, the only thing I really think of when I think of Gangnam is like their underground shopping area and buying really, really expensive coffee, like 4,000, 5,000 won for a coffee, which is like an Americano, which is like ridiculous. And then like super high end clubs, which I actually do kind of like. And the main point is that it's like the plastic surgery hub of Korea. So if you want to see all the plastic surgery clones walking around, pop by Gangnam. It's actually a fun little game to sit there and be like, guess who's had plastic surgery? Uh, so I mean, there's that. There's that. That's what I think of when I think of Gangnam. But I don't really think of like super high end, women dressed up really, really well. I think it's pretty much like any other part of Korea, maybe just a little more wealthy. But what I'd like to do right now is talk about something that has been bothering the living daylights out of me since the very beginning of this song. Okay? And that is the very simple fact that foreigners have a very big problem with pronouncing the word Gangnam. Say it with me. Gangnam. Gangnam. Oppa Gangnam Style, right? Okay, he only says the word Gangnam in that song about 16 times. And yet, somehow, Americans inevitably, when they interview Psy, we're talking like lead anchors from CNN, Ellen did it on her show twice. Okay? They always go, here's Psy with Gangnam Style. I'm like, really? Really? Like, did you even listen to the song? Like, Oppa Gangnam Style, Oppa Gangnam Style, Oppa Gangnam Style. Like, my inner teacher is like, please sit down. Let me explain this pronunciation to you. Gangnam, 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 Gangnam. Not Gangnam. And some of my friends are talking about like maybe because it has the word gang in it, Americans see it and they're like, oh, Gangnam Style. But if you listen to the song at all, like you'd know. Like there's no way that you could not know. So yeah, that drives me a little bit bonkers. Just a little bit. Okay, but that being said, I actually do want to take a moment to talk about like the song and Psy and everything about it. So the first thing is I'm still getting emails from friends with a link to the video and they go, hey, have you heard of this song Gangnam Style? I know you're in South Korea. And I'm just like, yes, I have heard of Gangnam Style. I live in Korea. Like, yes, I know Gangnam Style. On every street corner, they're playing Gangnam Style. I've had friends, like teachers, tell me that in the middle of their classes, students randomly stand up and start doing the Gangnam Style dance, and then just sit down again for no reason. I'm even using a bomb PowerPoint game that has Gangnam Style as like the main thing, and you have to choose like little Psy heads, and like one of the choices like the Avengers doing the Gangnam Style and like My Little Pony doing Gangnam Style, all these things, and I use that during my class because it helps get my students excited. So yes, I have heard of this Gangnam Style. So please stop sending me the video. Not that I don't appreciate your interest in me and my life in Korea and Korean culture. um, but the song itself, okay. So when I first heard the song, I actually already kind of liked Psy. I knew a couple of his songs, like Right Now, and a couple of other ones, and I was kind of like, like, okay, cool. And so when Gangnam Style came out, I actually heard it pretty quick because I'm pretty quick on the K-pop scene with my favorite bands and singers. And I heard it and I was like, wow, this music video is kind of BA. Like, that's really cool. And I swear to goodness, when I saw that comedian in the elevator doing like like, I almost lost it. Like, I should have done a reaction video. It was so good. But I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, oh, it's a catchy song. It's a hilarious video. And then it started going viral, and I was like, wow, this is really weird. Like, but as far as the song and the dance, I think what really did it for Psy is that the song's catchy, the music video is hilarious, which helps. But I think most of all, it's the dance. I think the dance is the main reason why it went viral because it's just so much fun to do this dance. So I think though, as far as K-pop stars go, Korea could not have had this happen to a better and more like well-suited K-pop star. I think Psy is a very interesting character, and he's prime for like a perfect pick for the American market because unlike most K-pop groups, and don't get me wrong, I love K-pop groups like 2PM and Shiny and all these bands, Big Bang, everybody. But unlike the rest of these groups, like he kind of is his own thing. Like he doesn't really seem to take direction from anybody, and he kind of just makes his own way. Not to mention the simple fact that he's like a mild criminal for like shirking his military responsibilities and had to go back to the military. Like he's a bit of a troublemaker. But and he also speaks English. So if this had happened to anybody else, somebody who doesn't speak English, it could have been a lot harder on them to give Korea a good name. And at the same time, it's very easy. It would be very easy for Psy to like become like a laughing stock of, or like basically the states could make fun of him and make Korea kind of like a tee hee hee, all those crazy Koreans. But in reality, Psy's actually taking this in like beautiful strides. Like he's being very gracious about it, and teaching everybody how to do the dance, and he's speaking not entirely fluently. They keep saying he's fluent in English. I don't think that's true because he's kind of halting with his English, but he does speak some English, and I think that Korea is very lucky in that sense that they have somebody who writes his own music and does his own choreography and is handling this with charisma and great, just utter graciousness. Like he is so humble about all of this. He's giving Korea an excellent name and really priming the market for other people like Girls' Generation, Big Bang, everybody that wants to come over, 21. Like he's really giving Korea a good name, and they should all shake his hand. Not to mention that I'm pretty sure that his company, like his signing company, is just sitting there like, who's that? I think it's YG. Like he he. And then he's sitting back going, "Man, I'm glad I signed that wild card," because he really is a wild card. He's like this random fat guy, who does like goofy videos and talks about actual politics in his song, as opposed to like the typical I've been trained since I was 10 years old to dance and sing and all these things kind of K-pop performer. So he really like broke the mold in that sense, and I think that YG is really like sitting there like, oh man, did that bet pay off. So even though he's the dark horse, he's definitely winning right now. But yeah, I think with all of these things, I could not be happier for Psy. I cannot be happier for Korea. I love that Korea is getting all this good attention, and I hope that more people listen to K-pop, honestly. Because when I was in the States, I just really wanted to be able to talk about K-pop with my friends, and none of them got it. Like, nobody understood. One of the reasons why I came to Korea, because now at least I can talk to my sixth graders about, oh, how cute T.O.P. is.